everybody, it's Hugh Sweeney here again, back with another video. Yes, another video. It seems like I'm doing nothing but videos these days. Almost a year ago, I would say last March, I did a little video about the iMac, my iMac Studio, and the software that I use on it, and one or two other peripherals in the studio. So a lot has happened since I put the first Mac in my studio here. So I said I'd redo the video and update it and show some of you guys some of the extra bits and pieces that I've included in the studio, just in case you might be interested. As you can see, the first thing is, you might see in the background here on the Mac is that I'm recording straight into a sound card. I'll talk about that in a minute. Starting on the left here, I have this brand new microphone, studio microphone. It is the Apogee C214. It is a beautiful, beautiful condenser microphone. The reason I got this is I'd read really good things about it. Plus, I had used its bigger brother, the C414 from Apogee, and it's got the same technology, and it's just a really, really good mic. So that's the brand new setup. I got a pop shield on there as well. It's got a lovely stand, very nice to use. So that is the most recent piece of equipment that I've got in the studio. Now looking over on the right hand side, I've got this really crappy lamp that has to go. I got to get a new lamp in there, a cool lamp. Just some bits and pieces over there. We got like a GoPro camera. We also have the Rode Smart Lav microphone, which I'm not very happy with, to be honest. I've done videos on that. I'm going to try and get it sorted. We also have a spare mouse over there when I do need it to use it on the laptop. For the laptop, I'll use it there. Tascam DR is just sitting over there for now. We got my trusty old Fostex speakers right here. I love these guys. I have them for about 12 or 13 years. These are powered speakers, so the sound card just goes straight into them. You don't need any amp. We got a phone here that I never use. I must get that hooked up, the studio phone there. Right here we have the RAID drive. This is from G-RAID. It's a 4 terabyte RAID drive, Thunderbolt connection. Now I am getting, the plan is to get another few of these, preferably about 4 or even more, but I'm going to get another 6 terabyte, which I'm going to sit right on top of that, and you can daisy chain those together. Above this we have the DVD burner for the Mac. Absolutely never gets used. The only time I use that is when I get a bit of software. One of the other new additions I have is the Wacom tablet. Although I've been designing on Macs for like 15 years almost, this is the first time I've got a Wacom. I just got that at Christmas, and I got to get used to it. It is very convenient, but I find myself saying like, oh, do I have to use it? You know, sometimes I just try and do it with the mouse. But when I do get stuck in and I do start using it, I really like it, and the plan is to get more comfortable with that and start using it more often. Okay, we're over to the firstly we got the usual mouse. I got to get a new mouse mat as well. That has to be replaced. Just using the battery keyboard. The last time you watched my video, if you saw it, I was using the USB keyboard. I switched to the battery because of the additional Wacom there. This is easier just to get in and out of the way. So that I'm just using that for now. On the left of this we have the brand new sound card that I got. It is the Apogee Duet for iPhone, iPad and iMac, and it is just a beautiful sound card. It looks so good on the desk. It's got this big fat knob that you turn just to control all your volumes and stuff like that. If you want to record the best quality audio straight into your iMac, you cannot get better than this sound card. Trust me, it is really good. Over on the left here, we just got an old USB drive that is just still linked up. It's got some old files in there. Over on the left here, we got the laptop, and the laptop is, you know, even though I got the iMac now, the laptop is used all the time. I always have it in the living room when I'm watching TV, having a glass of wine on the laptop, just relaxing. Plus, I use it for DJing. Of course, DJing is my first hobby. Can you believe that I have a set of decks? Not these decks, but I own a set of decks for 20 years. So when I like chilling out, relaxing, I just go and I do a bit of mixing and stuff like that. And I gotta say that is an old hobby that's never gonna go away. Above the decks we have this really cool high quality print of it's Times Square in Manhattan, New York. So it's just really cool, and you know, it gives you kind of, when you're just come into the room, you see it straight away. It's awesome. We got two Jamo speakers. I have those for like 12 years as well. They're hooked up to an amp which is down here. I got some old school gear down here. that is pretty much my studio for now. So let's have a look at what I got on the Mac, and let's have a look at some of the software that I use on the Mac since we last spoke. Okay, just having a look at the software. Now firstly, I'm just going to click on this one. We are currently recording my voice here, so I've got this already open. I only recently started using this. This is Adobe Audition, and it's absolutely brilliant recording software. I mean, Logic, I would normally use Logic, but I think just for recording and processing the sound, I think this is just my choice. It's not as good for arranging, of course, as Logic is, and it doesn't have the whole software instruments or any of that stuff. It's a different beast. It's a different package. But from doing voiceover work and stuff like that, I think that this is the man. So I really like using this Adobe Audition, and I'm learning. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, but I'm learning. I'm just going to click the launcher here. You can see some of the software there. I don't use any of these sort of, iMovie, GarageBand, Photo Booth. I don't even really use iTunes, to be honest. iPhoto, don't use any of that stuff. It's just not for me. I spend most of my time in other software like these guys here. Starting at the top, Acrobat, that's on pretty much everything. Adobe Illustrator here is my bread and butter software. I would say that 80% of the money I've earned throughout my career has been through Adobe Illustrator in graphic design. That is still my mainstay as a career. I've been designing for donkey's years now, since 1997 or 1998, and business cards, stuff like that. Branding, like that's a recent business card that I would have designed, stuff like that. I've loads of design work. You can have a look at my website, hucreative.ie. Just go back to the launcher. We have other software up on top. Adobe After Effects. Gotta say, After Effects is the man for all the special effects work and stuff like that. I've done a lot of cool stuff in it. I use it mostly for my movies. I'm making movies now on a professional level, and when I say on a professional level, I don't mean I'm good. What I'm saying is I'm getting paid to do them. So I'm making corporate films and stuff like that. So I use After Effects for things like lower thirds, for motion graphics. Even like this is even like here we got, I'm even doing stuff in Chinese. This is a games video that I did for just to promote a game, you know what I mean? So we got Photoshop. Photoshop is also the bread and butter of my experience. I won't even bother opening it up. Adobe Lightroom. You'll see here that I do some photography for work. This is a fashion shoot for a male clothes shop. It actually turned out pretty good. A lot of these images aren't really even processed, so still getting to grips with Lightroom. I'm not very experienced in Lightroom, but learning. Celtics, here is Celtic software. This is free script writing software. You can check that out yourself. That is if you're making movies, stuff like that. Final Cut Pro. I haven't switched to Premiere yet, even though I'm getting Premiere for free with the whole Creative Cloud thing. I still am using Final Cut Pro, and I gotta say the reason I kind of stuck with it is it's so bloody fast. Not to load up, of course, but it's quite fast to use it, and it's very easy to use. I mean, Final Cut Pro, extremely easy to use. This is actually the first project I did using the Blackmagic camera. Obviously that's filmed with a different camera, but yeah, it's so Final Cut Pro is I'm using that now quite a bit. Logic is great. Logic is brilliant audio software. I think it's one of the best audio arranging, recording software, producing software, MIDI, software instruments, all that. For example, like that's the horror movie that I did recently, and you'll see that I scored it. I did the sound arranging all in Logic. It's just fantastic. And I would have actually, I'm not claiming to be an expert, but I have used Logic for a couple of years, and I'm kind of getting, I'm not too bad experience wise with it. I'm not on a pro level or anything, but I kind of do know my way around Logic. And you've got like, things like automation and stuff like that, it's just really good. You see automation there. You've got your software instruments and all that kind of stuff as well, so that's Logic. I'd highly recommend getting into Logic if you're into your sound. Here we got. I'm just going to ignore a lot of this crap here. Down at the bottom right, we got software called Davinci Resolve. Now this is this came with my camera, so this is a full licensed version right here, Davinci Resolve 10, and it's professional color correction software. And I gotta say, it is mind-boggling just to try and get into it. Color is such a science, and I'm just getting my head around it at the moment. I'm just gonna quit this and show you something. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my head around it. Like, here's a job that I you know, I recently would have done. You know, you can see the shots here that the if I do a they're just simple color corrections. This is nothing too you know, you gotta once you get the footage out of the Blackmagic camera, you gotta do a lot of work with it to liven it up. You know, it's very tricky, but I'm learning this. You know, I'm getting my head around it, and you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. I know that it took me a couple of years to get really good in other software like Illustrator and stuff like that. So I'm not expecting to be a genius at that just yet. That is pretty much the software that I'm using. I you know, I don't have much on this page. Just compressor there, which is for compressing movies and stuff, outputting movies. That is pretty much what I use. Photoshop, After Effects, Illustrator, Final Cut, Davinci Resolve, Lightroom, and you know, a few other little applications here and there that that come in handy, and there's some utilities and stuff. That is pretty much what I use on the iMac. Okay folks, that is all for now. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you liked it. I hope it gave you some ideas, some inspiration and stuff like that. If you're like me and you work from home like this, you got your own setup, count yourself lucky, because remember, a lot of people are going to jobs on a daily basis that they hate, and they would give anything to be able to work from home. So don't take it for granted. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm going to be back soon with more videos on different gear, some microphone videos, some movie videos and stuff like that. So thanks for watching, and chat soon, and subscribe. Thank you.